Have you ever felt like your English is, grammatically perfect, but something just sounds a little off? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the biggest secrets to sounding truly fluent and natural. Let's dive in. So let's start with a little puzzle. Why does fast train sound totally normal, but quick train makes a native speaker's ear twitch a little bit? I mean, fast and quick basically mean the same thing, right? And there's nothing grammatically wrong with quick train. Still, one of them just feels right. And that little mystery is exactly what we're going to solve. So what is the answer? Well, it has a name, collocations. And I'm telling you, this one concept is an absolute game changer if you want to go from sounding like you're reading a textbook to sounding like you're just talking. So, what in the world are they? Simply put, a collocation is just a group of words that are basically best friends. They hang out together all the time. Native speakers use these partnerships automatically without even thinking about it. It's not really about strict grammar rules, it's more about what sounds natural because you've heard it a million times. And that's exactly why they're the secret ingredient. Getting a handle on these is what separates English that is just correct from English that is actually fluent. It's that final polish that really makes your English shine. Okay, so theory is one thing, but the best way to really get this is to see it in action. Let's look at some super clear examples of natural word pairings versus ones that, you'd understand, but they just sound a bit clunky. Take a look at this table. The interesting thing about the unnatural column on the right is that every single phrase makes sense. If you said powerful coffee, I'd know exactly what you meant. But a native speaker would almost 100% of the time say strong coffee. Same thing with heavy rain, not big rain. It just shows that it's all about habit and what's become common, not just dictionary definitions. And believe me, the list just goes on and on. These word combos have basically become fixed in the language. Think about it. You pay attention. You don't give attention. You do homework. You don't make homework. I bet you've actually learned a ton of these already without even realizing they were called collocations. So you might be thinking, okay, where do I even start? Well, I've got a fantastic shortcut for you. If you focus on just 3 of the most common verbs in English, have, take, and make, you'll give yourself an incredibly powerful toolkit for everyday conversations. Let's kick things off with have. Just think about your daily routine. You have a shower, you have lunch, and hopefully you have fun and have a good time. See? These are absolutely essential for talking about everyday life. Next up, we've got take. If you're in a meeting, you take notes. Feeling tired? You take a break. See a beautiful sunset? You take a photo. It's kind of amazing how this one little verb connects to so many different things. And finally, make. Oh man, this one is huge. We make decisions, we make appointments, we make friends. And yes, sometimes we also make a mess or make a mistake. Seriously, learning the collocations for these 3 verbs is one of the fastest ways to level up your fluency. All right, so we've talked about what collocations are, and we've seen a bunch of examples. But why does this all matter so much for you and your English journey? Let's connect the dots to how you actually speak and write. Okay, just listen to this sentence. I made a mistake in my essay. It sounds perfect, right? It's natural, it's clear. This is the goal. Now, compare that to this. I did a mistake in my essay. Now, people will definitely understand what you mean, but this is a classic giveaway that often comes from translating word for word from another language. It just immediately sounds a little off. The natural correct partnership is always to make a mistake. Here's another one you're going to use all the time. We had a great time at the party. Simple, common, and sounds perfectly natural. But a learner might say something like, we spent a great time at the party. And again, we get it, we know what you're trying to say, but the natural combo in English is to have a great time. These tiny little changes make a huge difference in how fluent you come across. So what's the real payoff here? What's in it for you? Well, when you start mastering collocations, 3 amazing things happen. First, your English is going to sound so much smoother. Second, you'll feel way more confident because you're not constantly guessing which word to use. And third, your writing will just be more accurate and sound more natural. It's a total win-win-win. So the key now is to just start listening for them. Become a collocation detective. When you're reading an article, watching a movie, or just listening to a conversation, start paying attention to which words seem to always hang out together. So my question for you is, what natural partnerships will you discover today? Start noticing them, and I promise you'll start using them without even thinking. Thanks for tuning in.